Fragile ceasefire between the United States and Iran set to expire Tuesday night. Uncertainty is growing over what happens next. And this is 10 Tampa Bay News at 5:30. I'm Dave Wagner.
And I'm Frank Wiley. Today, Iran says it has no plans to attend peace talks in Pakistan with U.S. negotiators. That includes Vice President J.D. Vance. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
Pakistan's capital of Islamabad is preparing for a second round of peace talks this week between the U.S. and Iran, but it remains unclear if in-person negotiations will move forward. Iran says it doesn't plan to attend, and in a social media post, the country's president says a deep mistrust of the U.S. remains.
Anybody who has dealt with the Iranians will tell you it is often 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. They're incredibly slippery. They can't be trusted.
Tensions escalated this weekend in the Strait of Hormuz.
We're prepared to subject you to disabling fire.
Video from U.S. Central Command shows the seizure of an Iranian tanker that failed to comply with the U.S. blockade. The U.S. Navy fired warning shots before Marines rappelled onto the ship Sunday. Iran has threatened to retaliate, and over the weekend, ship tracking sites reported Iranian forces firing on at least 2 commercial vessels in the strait. Iran has called the U.S. blockade an obstacle in negotiations, along with what it calls excessive demands by the U.S. President Trump on social media said the United States is offering a fair and reasonable deal, but warned if Iran doesn't take it, the U.S. will knock out every single power plant and bridge.
Bridges, power plants that are run by the IRGC, which runs the entire military, are absolute legitimate military targets.
The president has said he's not likely to extend the ceasefire if there isn't an agreement. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And in a social media post today, President Trump said he believed a nuclear deal the U.S. is negotiating with Iran will be better than the international agreement agreed to in 2015 that President Trump withdrew from during his last administration.